Welcome to you all. Hope you are well. To see the figure, you already get an idea that today I am going to talk about power and efficiency from chapter Work, Energy and Power for class 12. Video is presented by Muhammad Ashraful Islam, lecturer, Department of Physics, Milestone.
Today's discussion. By the end of the lecture, the student will be able to explain power, the relation between power, force and velocity, and at last explain the efficiency.
Let us have a look of power. The definition of power is the amount of work done per unit time by a body is called power. It is denoted by P, and if W amount of work is done at time t, then the formula of power will be P equals to W by T. Here W is the work done, which unit is joule, and T is the time, which unit is seconds. If we put the unit of work and time in the formula of P, then we'll get the unit of power is joule per seconds. Joule per second. There are another two unit of power, which are kg meter square per second cube, and another is watt. The dimension of power is ml square T inverse 3. The power is a scalar quantity. That means power has only magnitude but no direction. Now I would like to talk about the different formula of power. If you try to solve some mathematical problem, then you can face different problem about the formula, because there are more than 5 formula about the power. Let us talk about the formula of power. The main formula of the power is P equals to W by T. As you know, the formula of work W is Fs cos theta. Here theta is the angle between force and displacement. If we consider the force is applied and the displacement will takes place along the direction of force, then the angle between the force and displacement will be 0 degree. In that case, the formula of P will be P equals to Fs by T. Again, putting the formula of force F equal to ma in the formula, we will get another formula of power, which is ma(s) by T. And again, if the acceleration due to gravity takes place, then the formula of power will be mgh by T. These are the formula of power which will help you to solve mathematical problem. And if we observe that the formula clearly, then we can see the power will depends mass, height, work and time. Work, mass, height is the proportional to the power, and time is inversely proportional to it. Let consider two persons doing same amount of work, and they will take the different time. Then and again, if we consider the first person will take more time than the second person to lifting some amount of weight, in that case the power of the second person will be more than the first person, though the second person will take less time than the first person. In that case, the power will depends on only time, because here the work done is same. Let us see a video. In that video, you can see there are two weight lifter lifting their weight at 2 meter high, and the mass of the weight 100 kg each. If you want to calculate the work done by both of the weightlifters, then we know work equals to mgh. Here m is the mass 100 kg, g acceleration due to gravity with value 9.8, and h is height which value is 2 meter. If we put the value of mass, acceleration due to gravity and height, then we'll get the work done for both person 1960. That means work done for both weightlifter is equal. And if you see the video, then you can see the second weightlifter will lift his weight faster than the first weightlifter, And now, what does power mean? Power means the rate at which someone or somebody does work. If you want to calculate the power, then we know power equals to work by time, and we have already calculated the value of work, which is 1960 joule for each weightlifter. And from the video we can see the first weightlifter takes 3 seconds to lift his weight, and second weightlifter takes 1 second to lift his weight. If we put the value of time in the equation of power, then we will get the power. The first weightlifter is 653 and 653 joule per seconds, and the power of the second weightlifter is 1960 joule per seconds. In that case, the power of the second weightlifter is more than the power of the first weightlifter, though they are doing same amount of work, but the second weightlifter takes less time than the first weightlifter, so that the power of the second weightlifter is more than the first weightlifter. Let us see another example of power. Here you can see 1000 kg mass of car takes 2 seconds to reach 5 meter per second velocity. If you want to calculate the power of the car, and we know power equals to work by time. Here work is not given, though the car is moved with the velocity, so it will gain kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy will convert into work. So we can write half mv square by time, and we know here the mass and velocity is given. If we put the value of mass, velocity and time, then we will get the power of car is 6250 watt. Now what does power mean? It means the rate at which the work is done. Hope you have understood the videos. Now the relation between power, force and velocity. We know the formula of power, P equals to W by T. Here W is work and T is time. If we put the formula of work, Fs cos theta, in the equation, then we can write P equals to Fs cos theta by T. And if we separate S by T from the equation, then we can write F into S by T into cos theta. As you know, the rate of change of position with time is called velocity. That means V equal to S by T, and if we put the value of V equal to S by T in that formula, then we can write P equal to Fv cos theta. And if the force act along with the displacement, then the angle between force and displacement will be 0, and we know cos 0 equals to 1. So if we put the value of cos 0 1 in the equation, then formula of power will be P equal to Fv. That is the formula of power. That is the relation between power, force and the velocity. Now the power in case of the rotational motion, we know work done equals to the torque and the angular displacement. And again we know power P equals to W by T. If we put the value of work, which is torque into angular displacement, in the equation, then we can write torque into angular displacement divided by time. And as we know, the angular displacement by time equals to angular velocity, then we can write the power P equals to torque into angular velocity. That is the formula of rotational motion. Let us discuss about different unit of power. First of all, the unit of electric power is kilowatt to calculate the electric bill, and the unit of electric energy is kilowatt hour, and it is a very important conversion, which is 1 kilowatt equals to how many joule. And we know 1 kilowatt hour equals to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. let's have a look another unit of power. You can see electric motor. What is the power of electric motor? It is HP. Yes, HP means what? HP means horsepower, and we know the 1 horsepower equals to 746 watt. These are the formula of these are the unit of power. Now we'll discuss about efficiency. Efficiency means the ratio of effective energy and total input energy. It is generally expressed in percentage and it is denoted by P. It has no unit. Why it has no unit? Because it is the ratio of same quantity. Here you can see it is the ratio of same quantity, energy by energy, so it has no unit. The formula to calculate the efficiency of an engine is E equals to effective energy divided by total input energy. Effective energy means the energy which is obtained from the engine, and if we given 100 joule energy to an engine, then the engine will not give back 100 joule energy due to the friction. That given energy will convert into another energy which may be heat energy or something like this. That is why we cannot get the 100 joule energy again. We can say efficiency can never be 100%. Here some energy will be lost. Now if we asked you, what do you mean by efficiency 30%? It means if 100 joule energy is given to an engine, then the energy obtained by the engine will be 30 joule. There is three formula of power. You can see the formula in the figure in the presentation. The formula of eta is E out divided by E in into 100%. Another formula, E out divided by E in into 100%. Here the significance of the quantities are: E in means total input energy, the energy given to the engine. E out is effective energy or output energy. If somebody doing some work, or if a body has kinetic energy, we can calculate the output energy by applying formula of kinetic energy, or MAS, that formula. Here P in means the total input power, and P out means effective power or output power by the engine. We can calculate also the output power by the formula of mg. Now from our above discussion, here some comprehensive based question is arise, which are efficiency can never be 100%. We have already discussed that topic, discussed the question. And the second question is, what do you mean by efficiency an engine 30%? This question have already discussed in our previous topic. What do you mean by HP? Let us talk about it. HP is the unit to measure the power of an engine, electric engine. The full form of HP is horsepower, and you know 1 horsepower equal to 746 watt. What does it mean? It means 746 joule work is done in 1 second. And the next question is, explain the wastage energy of an engine. And that question already have discussed in the last topics. Let's see in the next question. The next question is, show the relation between power, force and velocity. And that question is have already discussed in our last presentation. The next question is, what do you mean by power of an electric bulb 25 watt? The power of an electric bulb 25 watt means 25 joule heat energy and light energy will produce in 1 second. And the last question is, what do you mean by power of a power station? 2 megawatt. Here MW, that means megawatt. What does it mean? It means 2 into 10 to the power 6 watt. 2 into 10 to the power 6 joule work is done in 1 seconds. Again I speaking, 2 into 10 to the power 6 joule work is done in 1 second. That means if 2 into 10 to the power 6 energy will produce in 1 second from the power station.
Your today's homework, comprehensive based question. The first question is, efficiency can never be 100%. Second question, what do you mean by efficiency of an engine 40%? Third question, explain the wastage energy of an engine. And question 4, show the relation between power, force and velocity. And question 5, what do you mean by power of an electric bulb 5 watt? Thank you for being with me. Allah Hafiz.